Hey, you folks, welcome in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes day by day. Today is the 14th of June. Thanks for being here. I hope everything is doing well. Did not get a chance to play the account at all today. The only two accounts I got to play were the original and the one free-to-play account. And then things just got crazy, and for some reason, I just get Saturdays just nightmarish for me. It didn't help that I didn't sleep well, which I'm sure just really made things even worse. But hopefully we'll remedy that. Hopefully we'll get back to normal. I don't know what I do, but I've got to change some stuff. But anyway, today was, I got the USFL championship came up on my phone. It's halftime, and my defenders are up 37-19 at halftime. Yes, that's right. I said 37-19. At halftime, there's still one half of football left. So hopefully my defenders can hold on and win the championship, because that would be a really great thing. And the girls are upstairs. So hopefully I'll be able to filter all that nonsense out. It's definitely not as bad as it was. If you go back and watch the videos from when I first started, when the girl was just crying all the time, we're past that stage. But things still get a little dicey. But for the most part, we got things ironed out. I did tease something in the free-to-play video, and so our foster son, who just turned 1, so he's a half brother with the same mother, okay, and then he has a half brother with the same father, and let's just say, his older half brother has been adopted, or I don't know, something. But it's beginning to look like they want that the powers that be will want our foster son and his younger half brother to be placed together. And so, if you remember back to the first part of the year, we had our former foster son, who was also here today, because we had to watch him so his mom could work. So we had 4 kids for a while. And we may be approaching the point where it's looking like we may have or we might be approaching to the point where we might have our 6-year-old, our 5-year-old, our just turned 1-year-old, and his 4 or 5-month-old brother, half brother. I don't know, but it's just, that's, It's like, what else is there to see or to think about the thing other than the, didn't have that on my bingo card, but okay, sure, why not? Throw another shrimp on the Barbie. I don't know if anything's going to come of it, but it could. And look at here, we're going to go, we still need shock tea, so we're going to go in and get some shock tea. And we're actually going to use some more to go get some more shock tea. I don't know who that is. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're up to 42, because if you remember, we're getting shock tea before we get to Leia. we did shore this up, but we're still planning to get Shakti, and we're still planning to get Mr. Shore Trooper. We're taking shots to get both of them. So we're just making stuff a little bit more closer. We're picking up some batch art along the way. I said this earlier in the free play video. If you're not taking full advantage of this event now, to get as close as you can to getting those Bad Batch characters in the event that you're planning on farming them when they were either now or when they become double shard farmable, then you're missing out. Because I don't know that I'm necessarily going to be farming them in 6 months, because I have plans to go and get a certain princess. I mean, a certain whoever. I don't know what she is right now, but I have plans to go get her, and my plans beyond that, I'm not really sure, but I think we owe it to ourselves to try to go get one. I'm going to pull this, see what we get. Yeah, could have been better, could have been worse. Just like everything else, but at least that gives us some more energy to be able to go and farm, because we did double farm Shakti and whoever the other person was, so we do need some more energy to be able to farm some of this stuff. And we're just getting awful pulls, but I mean, we'll get there eventually. I mean, this is the last piece we need for her, so we're really close. And I just wish we could get a touch closer. I hope you're not hearing this, but this is an ongoing talk during the night where my daughter's like, I need to tell you something, and the thing she needs to tell her is it's just a prolonging of what's going on. But we're pulling all these Kairos because we need Kairos. We need these shop rods. And so that's what we're doing. We're using all this, just tons of energy to pull shock rods. And hopefully that'll get somebody a little bit closer to being done. Doesn't look like it, but we're at the same place where we are with all of my accounts, I think. Well, all except for the Hyperlight account. But the original account and basically every other account just needs Barris, Kelron, and Ayla, and then we can go do whatever else we have planned to do. Which is, I don't know what. But yeah, we'll see what happens beyond this. And then we need to go get Hunter.
It's 10 o'clock. We need to get asleep.
You need to see how close we can get a Hunter.
Quickly.
It's gonna be really interesting. Let's take a look at the Bad Batch, the new Bad Batch, because we can't just have one Bad Batch. I mean, that would be too simple. Why can't we? We couldn't put
You need a drink. You better get one.
We couldn't bring in
Zero.
Hemlock or Emery or Fiona or any of the other characters in the final season of the Bad Batch. But we gotta put we gotta have this new squad, and we couldn't make Crosshair a legendary, because nobody's gonna want to go after a legendary Crosshair. So we'll just push all this stuff out, and people will buy it because what else are they gonna do? They're just poor slubs, right? But yeah, we're working our way towards look at where we are in terms of our I want to see where we are now before I go and pull the last bit. So we're at 308, right at 500, and right at a little bit over. All right, how many getting close on record? I don't know if we're going to get there, but I would love it if we could make it there with Hunter and record before the event ends, to where we were having them at, what is it, 3 or 4 stars? I don't know. I think it's 4. Yeah. That'd be okay. What do we have left? I'm going to have to do that. I'll do that off screen. While we're doing that, I don't know, but we'll do that off screen. I feel like somebody misclicked and we're not doing wrote, but we're doing Hoth for whatever reason. Not that I'm excited about that reason, but I've got a ton of these to open still because of this event. All right, let's see what we can get in here, and let's see where that leaves the account. I don't know that, we've made headway. We've made positive progress throughout this whole ordeal. And we're not as close as we want to be on all of these characters. I mean, the double drops for this event have really helped. They're really going to be helpful going forward. When, because they're either going to have another event for the Bad Batch and most likely for this whole, probably in a couple months when we're in the midst of pirates, they're going to do a similar type thing with the Darkseid clones. So you might want to think up and plan ahead for that. Because, you're asking me what the possibility, what the assurance that I have. I feel like they've done this. I feel like they've done it with Spectre at some point. They've done it with a lot of, give it about 3 months and we'll get an event for the Darkseid clones and I think they'll probably do a separate one for the Darkseid clones and then a different one for JTG and Dippa. So look forward to that if you're wanting for it, because it's just because it's not here yet doesn't mean it's not coming. Because I don't really think it is. So we got one from the Bad Batch, and the Bad Batch ended, a little bit ago, and so we're almost at the end of this whole Mr. Mace thing, and so whenever we get to this part of the pirate ordeal, I would expect similar type things to occur. But so. We didn't get a whole lot. We're still working on Barris. She's getting closer every day. I'm gonna hold off on putting the Zeta on her because, if Kelleron's gonna be the leader, then obviously Kelleron's gonna need the Zetas first, and I think he is. But in case you're wondering how I'm attacking this, it's Barris, Kelleron, Ayla. Then the layer requirements from left to right, R2, Lobot, Boosh, Drogon, and then we'll do Shakti and Skull Trooper sort of in unison. Whoever ends up getting done first is who will put the emphasis on. And we'll just go through there, but it's just one at a time. 1, 2, so, it depends. on how quickly we get there, how quickly the stuff is available, and all the other fun stuff. But Leia just gets a little bit closer every day. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know about the possibility of us having another foster kid. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't. I knew at the beginning of the year we were going to get 2 more, and I was okay with the 1, and then I was hoping that we would get the girl maybe, but I don't know. But it's just like yesterday. I told you, God's going to take you where you want to go, but he's not going to take you in a straight line. He's going to make you go around over here and do all this other stuff. But yeah, anyway, chin up, keep pushing on. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Like, subscribe if you want to. Click the bell thing, because that's what people do, I guess. And as always, God bless. Hold the line, because they're coming. But just remember that we have friends everywhere. I'll see you later. Bye.